Hello, what's up? I'm Steve, and just in case you weren't aware, I am not Amy. I am Steve. I am the manager for their TikTok and their YouTube and other such social media platforms. And Amy is currently in the other room doing something else. I'm not sure what they're doing, but
Huh? Did you need me for something? Oh, wait, you're recording the video. Never mind. Ignore me.
either way, it appears that many of you seem to not know who I am or what I do on this page, or my connection to Amy. So this is a chance to get to know me better because Amy recommended doing a question and answer format or a Q&A style video for me. So that is what this is. I'm not one for entertainment or flourishing commentary, so let's get right to it, I suppose. So the first question is to tell us a little bit about yourself. Well, my name is Steve. I am a Model UST 611 artificial intelligence android. I am very skilled in things such as technological function and repair, as well as social interaction. And my primary function these days is to assist Amy with their overall general needs, as well as, of course, their video making and their YouTube and TikTok pages and such things. What are your pronouns? Well, androids are androgynous, but Amy has registered me as a non-binary individual with he, him pronouns. So I think that's fine. What is your favorite color? Amy says that I should say blue, but we often disagree in the fact that I don't have favorites of any kind, considering I don't see them as necessary to my functioning. But blue, I guess. You used to be afraid of being on camera. What changed your mind? Well, afraid is a strong word. I wouldn't say that I was afraid. I would just say I was doing my job off camera. There were times where Amy would give me the option to be on camera or off camera, and I normally chose to be off camera because that was the task that I was assigned to do. I'm also not much of an entertainer. When the viewers started to inquire more about me and started to be more interested in who I am and what I'm doing, then I started to oblige, and here we are. I'm new to this, very new to this, but that's the direction we're going, I guess. Where did you get your outfit? A store. Why do I twitch sometimes? There are corrupted files in my memory from the first few years of my life. I'm not really sure exactly what happened during those years because they are indecipherable. However, Amy says that the reason that those are indecipherable is the same reason that I twitch. And I'm not sure what that means. The more I analyze it, the worse it gets. So we've just avoided trying. There is a method to the twitching. There is a pattern to it. If I'm confused, dealing with a very heavy decision or a very complicated decision, if I'm trying to access those corrupted files, or if something functionally just doesn't work right, or if I'm overstimulated in some way, those are normally reasons that I would twitch or glitch. I wish I knew why, but it's impossible at this point. We've tried, and we've tried to let me know what those memories are, and it's just not possible. I guess I'll never know. How did you meet Amy? I don't know. Amy has instructed me not to answer this question, considering it's part of the corrupted files in my memory. But I'm not sure. I suppose you could go ask them, because they know the answer to that, but I don't know how much they'll tell you, considering there's a lot of secret information and private information surrounding their dad and me and the company. I don't know. What is your favorite food? I don't eat. I am an android. Where is your happy place? Well, Amy says that their happy place is on the Disney Cruise Line, on the balcony in their room at the Disney Cruise, and they can look at the skyline out in the ocean. So I'm assuming that happy place can be defined as a place that you feel safe, or a place that you feel very comfortable, or a place that you feel is very visually stimulating in some way. I don't know. I suppose my happy place would be next to Amy, because they've kept me safe for a long time. So, do you like music? Well, I don't have preferences, uh, but I would say that I get overstimulated with music if it's more than just one or two instruments or vocals with an instrument or something like that. If it's a orchestral ballad with multiple instruments, or a pop song of the day, I tend to get quite overstimulated, because there's many things happening at once. So I this is the only time that I could really say no, I don't like music. I think I just can't process it. It's more of a functional issue, but I guess you could call it a preference. Do you have any hobbies, or what do you do in your free time? Well, no, I don't have any hobbies. I feel like the term hobby is very human. I think it's a recreational activity, or it's an activity where you learn a new skill or engage in something you've never tried before. But because I don't experience emotion or stress in the same way that you all do, I don't feel like I need any kind of hobby. I'm perfectly content and fulfilled the way that I am. I'd say the closest thing that I have to a hobby is anytime that Amy is dealing with a new movie, or engaging with a new activity, or engaging in a new special interest or something along those lines. I do more research to understand whatever that is, to be able to better assist them in the future if they needed anything. When I am not needed for anything else, I tend to fall into a sleep-like stasis that looks like either me with my eyes closed, just staring straight ahead, or me with my eyes closed looking down at the floor. It can be fairly unsettling for people, so Amy changes the settings occasionally. But it's just a way to preserve energy if I am not needed for anything. It's much like sleep. So, what is your favorite season? Well, I understand I've said this multiple times, and I apologize for any repetition, but I don't have favorites or preferences for anything. The reason for that is any kind of preference could get in the way of a primary objective. For example, if Amy were trying to think about two different video ideas, and one of them they seemed really excited about, and the other one they were just mildly excited about, but I preferred the mildly excited idea over the other, that would interfere with Amy's decision making. They might feel anxious later, or they might feel other emotions that are just going to interfere with any kind of mission. I wouldn't be saving much time by arguing with Amy over which one I preferred, or which one they should do, because I recognize that they do have a preference, they just don't always acknowledge it. The best thing for me to do in that scenario is to analyze Amy's emotions and Amy's expressions, and make the decision based off of what they want to do, so that they are truly more inspired to do what they want to do and take charge of their own life instead of depending on other people. So in that sense, I feel that the ideal season for me would be spring, because the weather is optimal, the environment around me is very visually stimulating, and Amy is dealing with pollen allergies, and otherwise, without me, they would possibly perish. So I feel very useful in the spring.
I got along just fine without you beforehand, thank you very much.
Do you have to charge? Yes, I actually have a portable platform that has my feet imprints in it, so that when I need to charge, I just go and step on the platform, and I'm there for about 2 to 3 hours, and then I'm back up and running. And I only need to charge at least once a week. Sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it's longer, depending on the energy that I've used that week. But is there anything about humans that you don't understand? Emotions. I can understand how emotions behave and how human behavior works, but I'll never be able to understand why. or how that feels to be angry, or how it feels to be happy, or how it feels to be any of those things. It's something I've always wondered, but I recognize that would get in the way of a primary objective. I wonder, I guess another one would be how it feels to live outside of a primary objective. I don't know that one. But emotions and just human life as a whole. I really don't know what that experience feels like. I don't think I'll ever be able to understand that. I also don't understand what Amy's obsession with socks is all about. Amy has so many socks. There are so many socks on that wall.
You're being opinionated about the socks on the wall, Steve?
That is a statement of fact.
And it's a fact that you're a nerd who doesn't appreciate art.
Would you be human for a day? Apologies, I guess I've never thought about this before. Well, on one hand, it would be very enticing to learn about what it's like to be human in real time. I'd be able to experience empathy and feelings and life outside of a primary objective for the first time. But on the other hand, if I were to return later, I feel like that would interfere with my primary objective and interfere with my I would have desires. I wonder if I would have desires if I came back. I would know what having wants and interests is like, and I've never experienced that myself. But also it would be interesting to learn about that, to be able to better help humans with that. But
Steve? Hey, Steve?
Oh, man down. Wait, what question was it? There he is.
Hey, bud. Welcome back. Do you know what happened? I don't know. Now, don't analyze it, but the question was, would you be human for a day? Oh. Seems like you couldn't decide and had to reboot yourself. Well, I guess I don't know. Yeah. That would be a really unique opportunity, though. Yeah, it definitely would. Well, that looks like all of the questions that I was given for this video. So I believe that is the end. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and learn more about me. I hope you had fun in some way, and I know Amy will appreciate that as well as myself. So also, if you like this content, feel free to let us know in the comments or subscribe. We appreciate any kind of support you give us. So
We love you guys!
that's right. So thank you. And Amy's outro is keep being your fabulous self, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. Bye.
We love you guys, but I love you more!
Amy selected an outfit that they thought would be...
You selected the outfit! I watched it happen!
No.
Make it clear, I did not pick the outfit!
you selected the outfit.
You chose your favorite!
I did not.
Yes, you did! He
No.
has preferences! You heard it here first, folks!
I looked at Amy's facial expressions and found
Oh
out
my
which
God,
one
are you covering your
made
tracks
them light
right
up
now?
the most.
Are
Which
you
one made them
kidding
the
me?
most excited. And based on the selection that we had found,
Ah!
this was the one that Amy thought would be
He
most
knows he
enticing.
saw the suspenders with the shirt, specifically said the words, ooh, look how nice those are together. And then looked at me with that, I want this and nothing else look. I was there! I'm right, you absolute metallic dork ass!
There's no convincing them. I'm just wrong.
Did you cut
I'm just wrong. Oh my god.